Hi, welcome to the Train Shop Weekly. I'm Bill Henning. This is Harry Henning, my brother, and Walt Herbine.
Hey, hello.
This is episode 17. 17.
Getting older. We're almost being an adult soon.
Pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
Basically, it's our quick little weekly show. We weren't here last week. We took the week off. I was away at Boy Scout camp. And did you do anything?
Aren't you a little too old to be a Boy Scout?
I kind of worked and filled in for you.
Yeah, you did. I appreciate that. You did a good job. Yeah. Getting. My bones are getting old for this Boy Scout camp stuff. So.
How was the rain?
Wet. Had a couple nights where it rained pretty good. So let's start things off. Walt, you had.
Got quite a few new things that came in.
What do you got? The SEPTA bus. I think
the SEPTA bus. This is HO scale. Rapido put them out. I guess they're starting to divvy into the car thing. Cars are accessories to the train. Let's see. There's two versions. There's a lighted version and an unlighted version. And it's SEPTA. That's a local Philadelphia art transportation area. They don't have any people in there. There's four different ones that you can get. The 31 City Hall, the 17 Front and Market, I think it was, and the 47 Fifth and Godfrey, and the Philadelphia. But they are really nice detail.
They are great detail. They look like the buses I remember.
Yeah, it came with a little history on the back.
There's two versions, one with interior lights and one without.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool.
I dig them.
Wish they did it no gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was 44,000 of them built.
MTH made a similar bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in SEPTA.
Well, maybe not.
Oh, I like quite well. Really SEPTA.
I like the front wheels turn.
That got nice
I noticed
detail.
that the front wheel turn.
The steer, so when you have them sitting in your bus terminal, you can have the front wheels turn.
I just wish more of these guys that do HO stuff would divvy into the O gauge stuff as they're doing it. I mean, it don't take much more to upsize the tooling.
It takes money to make the tooling.
Money.
Yeah, these things were built from 59 to 1986. That's a pretty good long run for buses. Yeah. They were nicknamed the Fishbowl.
The Fishbowl, huh?
Fishbowl bus, I guess.
I guess because of the windshield.
It doesn't remind me of a pacer.
Yeah, it doesn't remind me of.
Doesn't remind me of a pacer though.
Nah,
that was a fishbowl.
Fishbowl. Yeah.
What else we got?
Pretty sharp. The other thing, one of the things is Railroad Track Color Portfolio Volume 2 K through Y.
Yeah, the other week we talked about Volume 1.
And then Volume 2
But this one is one I had to buy because it has a nice Reading crane on it.
I like the Lehigh Valley pickup truck in there. Man, that Mopar is really nice.
Some really neat. It's a really cool book. A lot of different railroads showing their different equipment. I think kind of the coolest one of the cooler ones. I mean,
yeah, that was at Lehigh Valley.
Lehigh Valley Dodge.
I like that Dodge.
I mean, even got the old style.
Will it do a wheelie like a little red wagon?
No, the funny part is, it's kind of cool about it is, it's got the old bodywork of the sheet metal that pop riveted on.
Yep.
And I think the other cool one I saw.
Yeah, I saw those with Penn Central and New York Central, the same truck.
There's all kind of different, really neat different little pictures, but...
I was surprised a Jeep in there, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
But anyway.
Give me a second.
Well...
I don't know my alphabet tonight.
We got a lot to cover tonight, so we can't play too much today. We got a lot of things to talk about.
Oh, I see. Yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada. All right. What else we got in there?
Oh, here it is. All you Jeep people out there, you got a little scrambler, you can throw some Mopac signs on it.
Yep.
You got your railroad car. But that was kind of the cooler one I saw. But really cool book, especially into the Mal. I mean, it has track, all different track, high railers, great alls, and just kind of really cool book.
I think Bill's got his new toy here to show off.
No, not to show off.
Well,
There you are.
I think we got to do a review on this thing.
Yeah,
We've had a lot of ups and downs we've heard online about it.
Yeah, as most people know, or at least if you're into the O gauge, Menards has been making the freight cars and buildings. It makes some really good buildings. I really shouldn't promote Menards because we don't sell Menards, so I don't know why we're talking about Menards too much. But
because it's trains.
It's an interesting piece.
It's trains.
You know?
Yeah, so apparently they've been working on for a while to build a locomotive. So they have their first locomotive. It's kind of a test. They're doing a beta test. They had made 200 of them.
I was surprised how fast they sold out.
Yeah, they put them out for sale at a really low price, and basically they wanted people to buy them and give their feedback. And yeah, they sold out like 3 hours.
It was just
but
about
for $149, people are like, how could you go wrong with
for the price?
For the price,
Yeah, they don't. There's no brand new $149 train.
Yeah. So here at the Train Shop Week, we thought it would be good to
Open one up
and put it through its paces. It came in this box.
And then we have one for our collection for down the road.
Yeah.
At least we can say, hey, we at least got one of the first ones for the collection.
Kind of comes in Menards, and a lot of the freight cars come in packaging like this.
Yeah, I got my Pensy cars. They came in a box similar to this.
Yeah, but most of them are packed. Most of your freight cars come packed that way these days.
Yeah, and they got these little bubbles there. Remote control train sounds, 2 powerful motors, working lights, and a metal chassis. So,
I know Dad was blown away when he saw all the chrome on that.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about the chrome. I don't know. So there it is. The chrome one. I don't know if it costs more to chrome this or what.
It is China.
It is remote control, similar to Lionel's Lion Chief system.
We have some of our older pieces here to show as well up against it.
Yeah, the key thing to remember is...
I don't know why they did that silver stripe that way.
You mean over the grill?
The grill.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. Normally that's painted red.
In.
Painted. That really stands out. I mean, it's designed for the entry level, around the Christmas tree. I think it's not designed for the rivet counters.
In general, it doesn't look too bad.
No, it's pretty heavy. It's got some heft to it.
I was surprised. It does have some weight. It's got nice couplers on it.
But yeah, we grabbed a couple engines to kind of do a little bit of compare. This is a regular Lionel.
Yep.
Post-war Santa Fe.
That one there was one of them I had. I think that's from 57 or 58, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, and this is Lionel made this for kids to have a ball to play around with.
And they're similar in size.
Let's see how they look side by side a little bit. Do you notice I seen some people mention it, which ours has it too, little scuff marks on the top.
The roofs, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something they'll have to change, make an adjustment
when they package.
That's probably you look at like somebody like the Lionels, they have that little piece of plastic in there, or like rubber plastic.
Yeah, like a rubbery, clear rubbery.
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, I'd have to say it is rubbery. So that could. You are sending it across the ocean.
It's waving up and down.
Yep.
But
overall,
slightly bigger.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer. They took out. They didn't put some of the vents in, which I'm sure that saved a few bucks.
Yeah.
What do you call it? What do they call it? An F3, F7?
F7, I believe, or an F3. Good question. Is it an F3 or an F7? It's a diesel.
F unit.
Yeah, diesel. Just a diesel locomotive.
Yep.
Santa Fe diesel locomotive.
Doesn't specify.
Which it really doesn't have to.
But yeah, it looks. The detail's pretty nice on it.
This is Lionel's. Their Lion Chief.
Yep.
So it's kind of
a similar.
That's Lionel's. A simple engine.
So we're gonna run this thing?
Yeah, we can give it a run and see what it does. Let's check it out. batteries wise, some people
Menards dog on it.
Yeah, I guess you get the Menards dog on it. I guess yesterday we put the batteries in to initially try it out, and which I saw a few other people comment they had a problem with the batteries making contact. We had the same thing, so we did have to
pull prongs out with a screwdriver.
I just put a screwdriver behind the battery prong, and give it a little bend, and it don't have to do much, just enough so it makes contact with the battery. So that's obviously something Menards is going to have to
address.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they want to hear from us. I mean,
right.
They want to know what's going on.
So I heard quite a few people have that same issue. So, and some of them didn't. So.
They do follow us on Facebook, so.
So let's see what this thing does.
All right.
Let's see what this thing does. Give it some power.
Powering up.
All right, so we got the engine sound. It's got the couple buttons here. Got your bell. Oh, a quick button. The horn's kind of interesting. You hold the horn down. It's only a
short burst.
The air brake test was good, so let's get ready to move.
Roger that. We are ready to roll.
Then let's go. Dispatcher, 3945 East is ready to proceed.
Engineer sounds very familiar.
39 dispatch. I see the signal has gone from red to green. We are moving.
Whoa, they always take off like that?
Yeah.
And stop like that? It's a little jerky.
Yeah, it doesn't start out smooth. It just goes. I hope that engineer has seatbelts on. A nice bright headlight. It's kind of interesting it doesn't go on when it's stopped.
Moving from track 5 to track 1. Track 1 lap is green. Confirmed?
3945 East, you are clear of the yard and you have the main track.
What do you think of the new 20?
Whoa! Got good brakes. I can't keep up to it with the camera.
Engineer needs a seatbelt or he's going to go out the front window.
All right, I think we've had enough with this.
Oh, well, that's kind of what you
It's got a
call.
pretty bright rear light.
Yeah, but the rear light goes out the back quarter. There's usually the lights on
Off to the side.
Hey, man, it's
All right, I'm getting dizzy.
it's not bad looking for the first attempt.
Well, I think that one's going to need brake shoes.
I
know they didn't put they didn't put flywheels in this. One of the guys had one apart, and they're just a standard motor, no flywheels, so that doesn't help it as well either. But for the price point that you paid for it, I think it's a pretty darn good running little engine.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, for the price, you can't go wrong.
Nah. For $149 for a first time test trial engine, I think that was really good.
I would like to see a switch. It'd be nice if they had a switch to run conventional control. You know?
Yeah. How many screws they got holding that thing on?
There's one in each corner. I'm guessing they're the body mount.
We'll find out, right?
But yeah, I think if they put a switch on it to run conventional, so you have that option.
That would be great.
I think that would be a home run.
Yep.
I do like on the thing they have a volume control. We really didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
They do have a volume.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, there is a volume. Yeah, I did like that. That is a nice feature. Which the Lionel one, you've kind of got to go in and
You got to hold all the
you
buttons.
got to hold the buttons and.
Yeah, but the nice thing with the Lionel one though, is that you're not accidentally turning the volume off. Stuff, but
Well, we've had them come in where they've accidentally turned the volume off and didn't know how to turn them back on. So
my sound went out. What's wrong with it? Just your volume.
Yeah,
Kids pressed all 3 buttons and turned the knob.
Yeah, I really wonder whether the chrome, having everything chrome like this, is an extra cost manufacturing wise or not. You know?
Well, they probably wanted to make it look nice. I mean, it doesn't look bad.
No.
It was their first, so they wanted everybody to, you know, yeah, see, there's no flywheels on it. That was the one thing that everybody had commented on.
Some big ass caps on there.
The poor guys don't have chairs. They're standing. They got to stand the whole time.
Well, when they stop so fast, they want to make sure they got a good hold.
Look at that guy. He's been thrown back already.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of really simple.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some big butt caps. Man, where's John Will when we need him?
Yeah, notice with the capacitors, like when we took the engine off the track, the sound continued to run,
Yeah.
which helps a lot if you have dirty track. That way your sound's not cutting in and out.
And you know what else too? Look how thick the wire is.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy wire.
A lot heavier wire.
Which is good. I mean, especially if you're going to pull a load.
One single board, big ass capacitors.
You got 2 boards. You got a light board, I
Yeah,
guess.
you got a light board.
Yeah, for the LEDs.
Little lights. The number boards are they just have like a little light in the center, so they don't illuminate the number boards very well. So yeah, if they take care of the battery contact problem here.
Packing issues, so you don't get the
Little
scuff.
packing, so you don't get rid of that scuff. That would be good. I'm guessing the prices are probably going to be a little higher than it was when they first, because I think this was just they had the price real low.
See who likes it.
Yeah, I mean, but if they're able to sell it retail for like $200 or less, I mean that's gonna be a home run. You know, you can't beat it. I don't know what their price point's gonna end up being, but
And we don't know what their game plan is. I know they definitely are in the train market.
yeah,
Well,
I think
you never know. This may be the only one they do too.
I don't know, but if you're gonna start, I mean, this is a good old classic O gauge design.
It's
I mean,
a good start.
You can't go wrong with the Santa Fe war bonnet scheme on anything.
You know, and it's not a complicated body. You know, it's just a straight out body. You're not like you're doing a more of a hood unit.
And there's a lot of railroads that use this engine, so they can.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. What railroad didn't use that engine? You know, that'd be the more.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were the first diesels pretty much back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder how many Lionel do you think Lionel made of these? It's
Probably almost 1 million of them.
Probably at least 1 million.
You have to look that up. They made a lot of these stupid things.
I mean, you think back, you know.
And you look at it, I mean, we have a couple sets in the collection. And,
They have many different versions, but just that the amazing.
yeah, because I have them with the screens, without the screens, and you know, we got them in different versions in the collection.
Well, like I say, I'm not one to promote Menards because we don't sell Menards, but
And plus, there ain't no Menards that. What you're going to have to drive like 500 miles.
yeah, we don't have Menards around here
No,
in the
at all.
Northeast.
Yeah, they're pretty much. I think Ohio they stop.
Ohio, Wisconsin. Ohio's the closest one. When I go out to see Little Harry, I can usually hit one out in either Wisconsin or Michigan.
Yeah.
See, there's a little dimple in the little moldy.
Yeah,
dimple
the mold. Yeah, I noticed that too.
It's got dimples.
But hey, in general, I mean, I'll give them a thumbs up.
Yeah, for
You know,
first run.
For first run, your first test. What do you call? Hey, mate, you know.
It's better than some of us might do on our first run.
You know, and it's like you said, it's a classic. You know, that they could paint just about any railroad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what railroad didn't have it? You know, it was around in the 20s.
Yep.
Or 30s. Like, what's that? 39. Somewhere in the 30s.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, like 39 or something.
Yeah, 38, 39.
Something like that. When the first FT came out.
All right, that's cool. Let's move on.
Off to the next.
Here, do your stuff.
All my crap out of here.
Don't lose your
Don't lose
screws.
my screws. I'll put that on later. You can just set that there.
I'll put them up here, but
You gonna do next? This or
Oh, we can talk about the
yeah, let's
the
talk
X-Plorer.
about that.
The X-Plorer engine. A couple weeks ago, we had Shark Week, and this was kind of a leftover per se.
Yeah, because I didn't think that was. I thought that was a fake. Honestly, I thought that was a fictitious train when I first saw it. But there was truly one out there.
Yeah, it's a little different than what Lionel
Everybody
has.
would expect.
A little different than what Lionel has. This is Lionel's version, but let me see. I had a couple pictures of the
real one.
Yeah, the real ones. Let's see. Here it is. So that's the real one.
The real one was a little lower in the front end and a higher plow.
Yeah, it was kind of like channel. Yeah, when you do an old 49 Mark, you see they channel the whole body and drop it down.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like that. It might not have necessarily been that way, but the Pullman Standard Car Company, manufacturing company, constructed the train cars. They were a lightweight, short car, and Vol.1 did the engine. It was an RP 210 diesel hydraulic locomotive that pulled the cars. The train contained the locomotive and then 9 of these short all-aluminum coaches that were articulated.
They don't look very short to me.
Not Lionel's version, but in reality, the real ones. Let's see.
Oh yeah, look at that! Look at that!
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, it is almost like a chopped version of a train.
It is. It just like shrunk it down.
Chopped and channeled, baby.
It's like a 5/8
hot rod.
Like a 5/8 scale diesel, But
hot rod.
But that's next to a New York Central F unit. But yeah, the center car had 2 axles on each end, and then the remaining cars had the single axle because they were all connected and articulated. Apparently the ride was rough, it says, as with most of the other lightweight trains of the period, and the train was not a success.
Probably like the Pensy, and that had the one with the buses.
Yeah.
Coaches and that. What the heck was the name of that?
You see how they're articulated.
Yep.
The New York Central, July 15th, 1956, is when it was added to the timetable. It was let's see, the train was an attempt by the New York Central to modernize interstate rail travel in Ohio and lure people out of their cars, obviously. You see how short the cars are?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They're like the buses that the Pensy had and Rock Island had on that on their one train.
The train made its last run August 17th, 1957, after less than 15 months of operation. So it didn't last very long.
Very interesting, though.
The equipment was retired in 1960, and it was sold to Jones Tours, an excursion service. But that didn't last long either. And after a short period of time, they were eventually scrapped around 1970. So, like I say, here's
interesting train.
Yeah, here's Lionel's.
That's a one of a kind.
That's a good way though to help preserve some.
It's kind of funny that the cars in real were short, and then Lionel used their longest cars they make.
I got some interior, not bad interior. They have interior and all and everything. It does got a bathroom in it with a toilet. I'm impressed. I give Lionel credit.
So this
You're always looking for that toilet.
I just think it's kind of funny, man. It's kind of like, hey.
Well, he's getting old. He's starting to have bladder issues, isn't he?
Hey,
So it comes with 3 cars, a set, and then they have the add-on for a couple extra add-on cars to make a 5-car set.
I mean,
nice looking set.
It has a light switch on it to turn the lights off and on. But yeah.
Shall we give it a quick spin?
Yeah, let's give it a spin. Why not?
Yeah, let's give it a quick spin.
It's got them tight, sharp curve couplers.
All right, let's fire this puppy up.
It's got that nice Vol.1 grumble.
Got the different All right, go on the roll.
Good to hear. They got floorboards up on the bridge. We're signing out and going to be out.
Very interesting sound.
Oh, yeah.
I like the fact that what they're doing with some of this stuff. You had talked about the voice recording, Walt. Does this one have it or not?
That's for 2021 engines.
Okay.
But there are a couple little things that a little additional feature. LED flicker, free lighting,
Is
some
there an extra
interior.
set of cards or something?
Yeah, the interior. The initial set.
Yeah, this is the initial set. And then there's an add-on 2 cars you can add to it. Like, you know.
But this set they're saying the set is 74 inches long. Minimum curves are 54 inches.
054.
054.
054.
And it does have the cars do have a light switch on the bottom to turn the lights off and on if you want to turn them. You don't want to run with lights, you know. It's got some really good details. Got its bathroom in there. It is sharp.
It's sharp. I like the colors.
Yeah, it is. It's different.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk about the new catalog tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, we can. Here.
Yeah, let me have my catalog.
Have a catalog.
Have a catalog.
Have a catalog.
Who's buying stuff out of the catalog?
Now, we were talking about some of the new features, which we just discussed a second ago, that are coming out. This talk.
Yeah, this is
in
going
the
to be
front of
on
the
your
book here. Yeah.
It's going to be on your app that you use off your phone or your tablet. It sounds going to be cool. I'm going to be really interested. Can't wait to get an engine and check it out. As control your train with voice command.
It kind of reminds me of that gray thing you talked into when you were a kid. That made your conventional train go forward, backward, and reverse. A little company made it years ago. It was pretty neat.
And also, it's going to have being able to voice stream and record, so you can
talk out your engine.
Steam, yeah. I guess make your own custom sounds.
You can be your own crew.
Yeah.
Record your own crew talk. The voice control sounds interesting. I guess it'll have the basics: forward, stop, go, reverse. Now I'm curious exactly what all it'll be able to do. How many features you'll able to voice control.
Yeah, I think Dave had showed some of a brief thing on this.
Will you be able to say horn, blow horn, or ring bell? I don't know. You know what's the limitation?
It'll be interesting to see.
Then with the voice record, I can record Mickey Mouse driving my train, maybe.
Hee that'd be cool. And we get into
that'd be cool. Like you can have your train, and actually, I guess, do stations announcements that are going to be on your particular layout.
Yep.
Or however, whatever train.
Coming into Lionel.
Yeah, or coming into whatever town you may.
Or coming into the Colling Tower with your
First stop, Henning's trains. Can hear it now.
All right. Then we go to page 8 in the catalog.
Page 8.
Page 8. My favorite, the Strasbourg.
Strasbourg, yeah. They got the 210 locomotive. This is a brand new engine. They've been probably working on this for quite a while, working with the original blueprints, courtesy of Strasbourg. And
what I like is it's a brass hybrid.
Brass hybrid. Does that mean it's brass boiler or
detail
just brass detail?
Stuff like that?
No, it says it's got the unpainted brass and die-cast pilot version also available, not shown.
Yeah.
For that nice price.
$1899.99. That's a killer.
Geez, you'd think they would have gave you like steam chests.
Well, I did pre-order the 67 version myself. That was the very first one I remember when I was little.
Not me. I'll pass.
I think I'll probably get one, but it's going to take me all year to pay it off.
It'll take a while to pay it off.
A little bit each month. So it might be my only thing I get this year. I'm surprised they didn't put it in a Vision line.
Yeah, so am I.
Do it as a Vision line engine.
All I know is I'm going to be doing a lot of repairs this year.
To pay for it?
Yeah.
So yeah, they got 3 different versions of the Strasbourg for different eras, which I think that's really cool.
A lot of repairs and a lot of paint work. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, two in the Great Western, the Seaboard, and the Osage. What is it? Osage Railway.
Yep. Then page 10 and 11.
Yeah, they got the wood coach cars.
I like these. I had the MTH version in Pensy. Unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough, like some people, to get the Strasbourg set.
Yeah, I feel lucky. I got the Strasbourg set myself because these are the the MTH ones, and unfortunately for you, they're like twice the price now.
I know, $200 a car.
I'm not sure. I'd love for Lionel to explain some of the pricings or the cost. I understand that a lot of stuff the prices increase. Granted, if you go to the lumber mill, you'll see that.
But to increase twice the price was...
Yeah, I mean...
Well, they did have to buy it now.
Yeah,
well, I know you have to buy the tooling, but you got a lot of time to spread it out, too.
But each car is going from $99 to $200 each, basically, so...
Hey, only game in town.
And then the observation car, which they did in the early version paint job with the Strasbourg Railroad, that was the one Nicholas Smith had done, which... I see they're doing that again themselves. And then the
current version.
The
Philadelphia and Reading.
Yeah. Which I think that's the version you liked, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have to get one of those.
Then we go to pages 12 and 13.
You got the 280.
And that's already $750.
See, that's a bargain. Look at that.
I know.
I don't know, man.
What a
it's
price
$1,000 more, almost $1,100 more for an extra set of wheels.
Yep.
Well, they're coming out. They got that Santa Fe, Buffalo Creek, I like the Maine Central one. That one looks pretty sharp. Chesapeake on Ohio, New York Central, and Western Pacific.
I like the New York Centrals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good engine. It was a popular engine. Let's see.
Then we go to the cab forwards on pages 14 and 15.
The AC-12 cab forward. They got some fictitious paint jobs on that. The Southern Pacific and the daylight colors. I mean, they never had that, but they did that before on another engine previously.
Yeah, it sold very well. Yeah. And same thing with the Greyhound colors as well, with the gray. That was another fictitious
I think it's
one.
kind of a cool, different engine, but...
Well, a lot of guys have the daylight passenger cars, and they want the daylight paint schemes to go with them.
The Cab 4 is a unique engine.
Yep. Yeah, they are.
Then we go over to pages 16 and 17, the 412-2s, and they're a big engine. Imagine all that going around a curve with all flanged wheels.
What's the minimum curve on that?
0.72, and its length is 26.5 inches long.
Over 2 feet long.
Yep.
That's a big engine.
That's a big engine. But imagine the real railroads, they had full flanges on all of those trains.
You gotta figure
That's a track straightener, you know?
Yeah. It's got it's got steam whistle, right?
Yep.
Anymore, that's like a must. Your steam engine's got to have this smoking whistle.
Oh, you're spending that much money, that should have, what do you call it, too? Chest.
What? A swinging bell as well?
Maybe not that, but at least the cylinders.
Yeah, cylinder steam.
Yeah. And then we go to pages 18 and 19.
Some more 412-2s.
I like the C&O with the tank engine. I think that's a nice looking engine.
Spokane, Portland, and Seattle, Southern Pacific, Denver, Rio Grande, and Green, the Milwaukee, Chesapeake, and Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how many.
All right, and we'll pass over pages 20 and 21. We'll go to 22 and 23. That's the SD70 Max.
They're nice. I think the
They can do the tight curve of 36 inch minimum curve.
That's pretty good.
That's a good curve.
Big engine.
Yeah, I see the Burlington or the Santa Fe. They kind of have. I think that bottom one was a prototype paint scheme.
I think there might have been one
the
or
Burlington
two.
or the Santa Fe.
It's
a nice looking colors.
The one on bottom of the left side there. I believe that was. I don't know if that was ever. I think that was just a only made as far as a drawing board.
All right, then we go to pages 24 and 25.
Oh, you know what? What do you call it? Let's step back on that last page. And one of the new things that I've seen that Lionel did come out with, they're coming out with these bigger engines with a dummy that has super bass in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that is just something. Not they're doing it on all the railroads, but they are doing one with super bass. That
And when we get to the SD,
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because you want to, sometimes you want
You
to
want to have
pricey.
double-headed.
you want a 2 or 3 engine if you got a big freight, but I mean that's a lot of power and stuff for your transformer, like overkill, because you really don't need 3 engines to pull along. But it'd be nice to have that extra, that super bass, that little
Smoke.
extra grumble. Yeah, the super bass engines do have full legacy sound and smoke. Basically, they're just missing the motor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So instead of a motor, they put a bigger speaker.
Now we're at the SD45s on pages 24 and 25.
I might be interested in getting some SD45.
You know, if it wasn't for that Strasbourg engine, I would have got the Pensy and the Super Bass, just because I lack diesels in my Pensy stuff.
Yeah, I might get the Pensy, but they won't stay Pensy. That's all I can say.
Yeah, they'll become a Reading.
Turn them into Reading, huh?
Yes, they will.
I do like the high nose Norfolk Southern.
All
I think that
right.
one's pretty cool.
Now pages 26 and 27. DD35s.
Big
couple,
diesel.
Couple fictitious ones, but four the different.
Yeah, I like the Alaskan paint job. That's pretty nice. I mean, for a fictitious. And the Santa Fe was a fictitious one as well.
That is a kind of a badass looking engine.
That's a big engine. I remember when we had them in HO.
Yep. Matter of fact, what the heck did
We found one when we were in the garage the other day.
Yep. Yeah, Southern Pacific one.
Yep.
Yeah, it was in one of my boxes, one of mine. Because I was never really a big UP for it, man. That's just because it's you always ever seen was.
Well, you always did Northern Pacific, and I did mostly Southern, but you wanted that big DD35.
Yeah, I always thought that DD40 was kind of actually. I guess that's really they said they were DD35s.
Yeah.
It's always pretty funny. The engine's so big it has a walkway in the middle.
All right, then we go to pages 28 and 29.
The SW1200.
I believe Walt wanted a couple of these.
I was thinking, maybe the Penn Central, because that looks like the easiest one to strip the. It's black, a little bit easier to strip.
Strip down so you make a Reading, huh?
Yep.
I do like the U.S. Steel one. The orange.
Yeah, the U.S. Steel's
All the
nice.
stripes.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
I do like the Rio Grande as well. That's a nice looking. I always liked their paint schemes. They had a nice paint
Why don't the
schemes.
safety light on the roof works?
Most likely.
Does it say?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they usually have the beacon, the flash.
That would probably say up in the front when you go to.
The only thing that scares me about it is the headlight on them are not 1200 headlights.
No.
No, 1200s have the up and down, the sideways two.
I think that depends on the railroad.
No, I would probably bake a little different, but majority of them have the the 2 heads. But this could be using the picture of another engine, whatever.
All right, moving on. We got the Constellation line, the Sea Liners.
Oh yeah.
They all new.
Pages 32 and
30
33.
30 and 31.
Or 30 and 31. I have 2 pages stuck together.
I can't get into them too much.
No.
These definitely look like an MTHer.
They remind me of the old AHM, HO ones.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking myself. I remember we had tons of them as, when Dad cleared out a lot of AHM stuff.
Yeah, they literally had hundreds of these things. That's all I can think about.
The big gables full that we had in the basement.
Yeah, the boxes and what do you call it? Just like, nah.
But it's nice that they got the 2 Long Island passenger cars to go.
Well, it's neat because it's got four-wheel trucks in the front. It's got a 6-wheel set of trucks in the rear. And it is prototypical. Now, some railroads also did them with a 4-wheel truck and a 4-wheel truck, but they plan on doing those later in the next run. They were talking about that. Ryan had mentioned that when
the railroads did that to distribute the weight more, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then the next one are pages 32 and 33.
Got another
New
sea
Haven
liner.
set.
New Haven, another sea liner with New Haven passenger cars.
And nice looking heavyweights.
Oh yeah, that's right. What do you call it? They did for all you Long Islanders.
Yep. There's New Haven set. And that one looks pretty good. Now we go into pages 34 and 35. This one has a BNSF Coltrane set. And I think this is a really nice looking
That's
set.
the rotary.
The rotary,
Rotary dumps, yep. And they'd be good for the Millhouse rotary dump for a lot of you guys that have that. But you look at the price for the Coltrane set. Okay? You're getting 2, 4, 6 cars and an engine for $8.99.
That's a pretty good deal.
And that's a really good deal. Then you can buy the extra 4 cars for $3.59. So you know if you get them at the early buy price, you know, you're going to get a really good deal on a nice set. That's why I always bought a lot of the coal sets myself. I bought the Pensy coal sets and so forth in the past. Because you always got a good deal on an engine and cars.
I'm just not a big fan. I mean, Burlington, I think if they would have kept their green.
No, but this is good for somebody looking to get a set, get started.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're saying.
Yep.
I'm just not a big fan of the punk.
Then we get into pages 36 and 37.
Hustle
Muscle. I think that's a nice looking engine too.
Yeah, that's definitely off the Hustle Muscles from Great Northern.
And this was a heritage train, from what I understand, where they put the Northern Pacific, the Burlington Northern, the Fresco, and
Spokane.
the Spokane together.
You got a camera cupola cam caboose.
Yep.
And they got their fire truck. I guess that
was an MTH item, yes.
An MTH fire truck, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna $1,100 for it.
How makes that $8.99 Coltrane sound better, huh?
Yeah, it does.
I get a lot of that because
right.
of your
Probably the camera.
You got the camera caboose.
Now we go into pages 38 and 39.
And this I like.
Spirit
I
of
like that.
76.
I wish they just sold the engine by itself. I think I would think about getting the engine for a bicentennial. That is kind of a sharp looking engine.
It's not bad for an $8.99 set, or $9.99 set, excuse me. But, yeah, for that set, I think it's a really nice looking set. Then you can buy the 2 extra cars to go with the set.
I don't know.
Alright, and we go into pages 40 and 41. Grand Canyon. This is for the guys out on the West Coast. And that one there, that's got a nice 280 as well with the passenger cars.
I think they
What's
still
your
run it there,
thoughts
but
on
now
that?
with diesels. I think they run a diesel out there now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been. I haven't even flown over the Grand Canyon.
That's about all I have. I haven't been to the Grand Canyon yet.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice set.
Yeah, not a bad price. $1,300.
Yeah.
Steam engine, 4 cars.
Alright, then we go into pages 42 and
Hey,
43.
Isn't them your Pennsylvania cars?
Yeah, they're the Pensy cars I got.
There you go. You can get some more.
No, I don't need any more.
You get them in Boston.
Strasburg set's going to be enough, not for that
Get some
price.
Boston and Maine ones too.
There you go.
They are nice looking cars. I do got to say that. They got good detail on them. Alright, then we go into pages 44 and 45, the 4-door high cube box cars.
These are some big cars.
Now these are some big cars. I did pre-order the Penn Central to go with some of the ones I've already got in my auto train.
The Ford one's pretty cool.
This is they are scale cars and they are 22 inches in length.
And what was the radius on these cars?
054.
054.
I noticed the
Hey,
Ford
that Sean
one.
guy, Mike. Wait a minute. These are all maybe not really. These don't fit his.
Now these have
Conroy,
articulated couplers on them, and I think those articulated couplers work pretty
I see the
good
Ford,
at times.
I see the Ford ones cost $10 more than all the others.
Because they got to pay for it.
Yeah, royalty.
All right, then we go into pages 46 and 47 with some graffiti high.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that Conrail.
Oh, man,
It's all beat up.
They just didn't cover the Conrail sign.
But there's the graffitied high tops. Now, on the bottom of page 47, now I ordered the Erie Hobo Sound car. And I think this will be a neat car for running around the layout. And when you park it, it has the harmonica sounds of the guys playing the harmonica and kind of singing, which I thought was quite interesting.
Is it gonna be like the
It's going to be like
the work train
car, yeah.
Is it gonna have that guy farting again?
I don't know. They said it was going to have some unusual other sounds as well, so we'll see.
That might be an interesting car to get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but could be
All right, pages 48.
$189, that's all. Right.
Pages 48.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's something I like.
You can have them. I saw these are die cast. I don't like die cast cars personally.
Die cast pot? Yeah, they're a little heavy.
Yeah, I don't like die cast cars, and then I looked at the price and almost fell on the floor. And I look at the fact that we're running 50 to 75 of these coal cars.
Yeah, I guess what you get some used Weavers cheaper.
Yeah. They're great looking cars. They do have great detail, but I would have preferred if they were still the plastic, like the Pensy sets that we got or the Redding sets we've got in the past.
You got a point there.
The die cast, I had die cast cars, and I wound up selling all my die cast cars off.
I have a couple of die cast.
And I sold all mine off because they were just too heavy. Especially running big long trains like we like to do.
And then next page you got the cylinder covered hoppers.
And they look pretty nice.
Every Lackawanna that's kind of washed out.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
Somebody said that they actually caught that.
Yeah, that's a real car.
Yep.
That for some reason it survived.
It survived not getting painted.
Well, it was painted, but the paint's wearing off. Like they painted over the Erie Lackawanna, but the paint they covered it is wearing off. So now the Erie Lackawanna is showing through. So that's kind of why on this Lionel car, the Erie's like painted over, but it's wearing off.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
cool.
cool.
It's got New York Central markings on it too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Went from Erie to New York Central to CSX, I guess.
All right, then we go to page 50. 50 and 51.
Fire trucks.
Fire trucks on the flats. And as you can tell, they're MTH fire trucks on the Lionel flat car.
Actually, you know what they look like? They look like the what do you call flat cars?
They're the trailer train.
The Weaver flat cars.
They're the same ones I have for my Lionel trailer trains.
Oh.
And then we got cupola cam cabooses and a lot of new road names.
I like the Christmas one.
I like the Northern Pacific one.
Yeah, the Christmas ones.
That'd be nice to go with my Northern Pacifics I had.
There you go.
There you go. You did get a set of F units, didn't you?
Yes.
When they did the.
Yes, I do have the A's. I didn't have.
That's what I thought.
The cupola cams.
Couldn't afford the B units.
The cupola cams are pretty cool because I love because you can see across. Looking forward, you're seeing across the tops of all your freight cars and stuff. Kind of looks like a snake going through when you're going through some of the curves and stuff.
Some guys run it backwards too, so they can see where they left.
Yeah, I like the idea of seeing across
forward over the cars is neat.
See more action that way.
All right, then we got pages 52 and 53, and this is a nice woodside caboose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little.
Don't do that for me.
Well, this covers a lot of the UP guys. It is a Western style caboose. It's not like our Northeastern cabooses that we're all used to.
Prices are getting up there.
And then we get into, on page 53,
all new.
Standard O, new box cars. They look like some of the Weaver tooling, to be honest with you. The rail box you've got.
By the price looking at it, yes.
Yes.
I would have to think they're probably old Weavers that they
So
These
what?
carved up.
What did they send the molds from here over to China or something?
Or maybe they're molded.
Well, they could be done here because of the price.
Well, if they're done here, it would say "Made in USA" or something.
Yeah.
Like the
Or
lion scale.
You know what? They could be the Vietnam.
Yeah,
They could be too.
because the lion scales are, I don't know. I'm disappointed they're not
Doing more of them.
more lion scale American made stuff.
I really like that stuff, and I never had a problem with it.
It just shows you can make them just as cheaper in America.
Well, and then you got guys that were whining, oh, they're not the quality.
They're pretty damn
No,
sharp
they were
cars.
pretty good cars. I got a bunch of them.
I like the lion scale.
Yes,
So do I. I like
so
the
do I.
lion scale myself.
Wish I'd focus more on in that direction.
All right, and we go pages 54 and 55. These are rotary dumps.
More rotary conductor.
Yeah, looks like there's some fictitious ones. Pennsylvania, Harry.
Eh,
Now look, now there's two different styles. Like the add-on, the two cars got the little light on the back.
Yep. I don't know that Pensy had them, but you never know.
Never know if Harry will have them. He is the
Nah, I
Pennsy.
don't have them. All right, then we go into pages 56 and 57.
Into the Lions.
Into
Lion scale.
Yep, this gives you some
Lion Chief.
explanation of the Lion Chief stuff.
Because you got Lion Chief, you got Lion Chief Plus, and you got Lion Chief Plus 2.0.
Oh.
Oh
All right,
my.
so we're getting to pages 62 and 63.
All right, we got the Hudson.
62 is the Hudsons. And these are a take off the old Lionel Hudson. And as you can see, they did the New York Central, Union Pacific, Santa Fe, and the Lionel Line 773.
Now, these are the
All right, let Bill
2.0.
talk. This is Bill's page in the catalog.
Yeah, the Amtrak.
Oh yeah, the Amtraks, which these are MTH tooling. That's another MTH tooling piece.
But talking about both these engines, the Hudson and this Genesis, they're the Lion Chief Plus 2.0. So they don't. So that you can run them off the Lion Chief with their universal remote, but they do not come with the remote. You can also run them off of the Bluetooth. You can run them off of your legacy controller. So you can pretty much run them off of anything.
Which I think that's what all the stuff should be. But
Except
price points on some
But
of it.
can you run these off a regular conventional or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you can run them off. You can pretty much run them off anything. And granted, the Lion Chief and the Lion Chief Plus, I hope they keep doing that. I mean, I like when they have the Lion Chief engine separate, because you get these families buying a starter set, and then they want to buy a second engine, and you need a.
I was just saying.
It's nice that they have the
affordable train.
remote with the
I mean,
original
a lot of times we
set.
sell them a whole other set, just because for the prices of a new engine, you can buy a whole other set, which gives them extra cars, extra track.
Yep, especially for starting out.
But you really need to keep offering a Lion Chief basic.
Yes, something that's
Starter sets.
a starter, or more like almost like the Menards, a starter engine that isn't going to cost you $500.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
'Cause I was talking
Somebody buys a Pennsylvania Flyer, and then come back to say, "Oh, we want to get another engine." It's kind of hard to sell them this $599 engine Hudson.
All right, then we go into pages.
I'm still looking at the Genesis, man.
Ah.
Come on, he's drooling over his Amtrak.
Oh yeah, that's right. He wants that 50th anniversary
Yeah,
version.
I need that 50th anniversary one.
Then he can pull my Amtrak cars at the house.
All right, we can move on.
All right.
All right, here's all
Pages 46 and 47.
What page? Where did you learn to read?
What? It says
64.
Yeah, I said 64.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, what did I say?
46.
Oh,
okay.
must be that time of night.
Army Freight Lion
Dear
Chief
assistant.
set. Army Freight Lion Chief set.
Nice looking set. It's the old style. They're the old style Lionel cars, because you can see the one behind the RS is an old chicken coop car redesigned with military crates in it. Then you have the missile firing car, which is...
Does it actually fire?
I don't know. It probably doesn't, because of the new way things are for
I don't
kids
know.
anymore.
I'm curious. Does it whistle? Does it actually shoot the missile anymore?
Let's see.
Probably not.
I don't want to say it doesn't if it does, because that's cool.
Does-
Manual launchable missiles.
Yeah, they are launchable.
Sweet.
That's cool. Then you got the
Watch out, kid. You're going to take
then
out
you got the
your eye
armed
out.
security car, which back in the day that was a red car. And then you've got the extra car you can buy to hold the extra missiles. All right, pages 66 and 67. We got the Pennsy Flyer set. Now this has been updated.
No, it's a Pennsylvania
Keystone.
Keystone.
Oh, no, okay, yes. Okay.
Cars are different. The Flyers cars are different.
Yes, they are. And this one they added the voice stream. It's the same set as last year, but updated.
And on the top of the page, you got the Pennsylvania
Wow.
freight or the passenger station,
Which is similar to a Reading station.
Well,
that
that
did.
set went up almost $100.
What was it, 3 something last year, wasn't it?
No, it's 250.
No, that's what we sell it for. That's not the retail price.
Well, I'm just saying. It's
Then the passenger station above, that's the MTH. But yeah, wasn't that a Reading?
Yeah, that was a Reading style station.
yeah. I want to say Morewood or something like that. Or
I know it
Norwood.
was one that was local, but it was a neat station. We had it on the layout for a while.
Yeah, brown, cream and brown.
Yeah. All right. And let's go to pages 68.
299.
Yeah, it did go 50. So the Keystone Flyer, yeah, it was $2.99 in the Volume 1 catalog. So now here it's to add the voice command, it's going up $50.
All right, pages 68 and 69. This is special rolling stock, which we have the great locomotive chase boxcar. Then we have the Angela Totaro Thomas GG1 boxcar.
Charlotte Thomas GG1 boxcar. But didn't she do a GG1 last year?
Yeah, I believe she did.
Yeah,
It seems kind of odd doing a
second one.
GG1 2 times in a row.
Yeah, I can think of the last one was the red one.
No.
The Tuscan red one.
Yeah, I believe it was Tuscan Red. We have one over there on the shelf.
Yeah. You grab that. It's green, right?
I don't know if this is the
Bring it over here. Huh?
Angela Thomas one.
GG1
Got a GG1 on it. Bring it over.
Yeah, that's it right there.
That's it.
Yeah, see, it's green.
The same car,
No, this is last year's car, but it's a GG1 also. I'm just surprised.
but
that
with the
they're-
Christmas stuff on it.
I didn't say.
No, it doesn't have Christmas stuff on
Oh
it.
no, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, it just seemed odd that they're doing another GG1. That's all.
Yeah. Then we got the Union Pacific 160th anniversary box car, which is going to have 2 different sides on it. Which is a nice looking car. It
And you got the Smithsonian, the 125th anniversary boxcar.
You mean 175th?
Oh yeah, exactly. The I like the Smithsonian. I usually take the kids there every few years. They have great museums. They don't cost anything. Anything it costs really is finding a parking spot.
And that's almost impossible down there.
Yeah, actually, I know a good parking garage 2 blocks away. It's not too bad. The my favorite is the American History Museum. That's got the Southern steam engine and the John Bull. John Bull's down the original.
I don't
John
want to
Bull.
go see. Then they have
I rode the replica John Bull when I was 19.
Then there's these specialty cars, which
The
these
replica
guys.
that's in
Strasbourg, yep, the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum.
All right. Then there's the specialty cars with your own pictures on them. Those cars you have to get through Lionel, not through us. All right. Then we go into accessories.
First page is military accessories, which you got the missile range, so you can launch your missiles, and you got the exploding ammunition dump, so you can blow up something. The Quonset hut and the Welcome Home Troops Town.
That's nice to see again. That hasn't been for a while, the Quonset hut, has it?
No.
And then pages 73, we have what? We have the train orders building at the top.
Yep.
And we have the Tough Guys Gym and Fitness.
Another MTHer.
Another MTHer.
Yep. And we have the Chevy flag and the Ford flag, but no Mopar flag.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe I'll have to buy one of these.
They don't really have too much of Mopar.
Yeah, I'll have to make a custom Mopar flag for you.
And then we have the Plain Jane barn.
the expensive plain Jane barn.
Yeah, that's one of the MTH ones, which is a really nice barn. But I noticed like in the MTH catalog, last year, the year before, I mean the barn retailed for $79.99, and now
it's $149.
$149.99.
How much is like doesn't Woodland Scenic have one out
Yeah,
there?
Woodland Scenics has
Do we have one?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Woodland Scenics has a really sharp looking barn. It's got a lot of detail.
It's got a silo on it.
It's like weathered and stuff. What's that one priced out at?
Oh, there it is.
I'm not sure what it retails for. What's the sale price?
What we're selling it for? We're selling it for $144.99.
And it's got better detail.
It's got way better detail.
Well, let's see. It probably retails. I'm not sure if it retails for $169.
I see shadows of cows in the windows.
Yep. I mean, it's got a little tractor spot. Very much well painted. You don't have to do much detailing to
All
it.
the stonework's done at the bottom, really nice.
I mean, the doors don't seem like they open.
I like the electrical box on the side.
Anyway, but yes, there are moo cows inside there.
That's what it looked like.
All pictures of them.
The Woodland Scenics, all Woodland Scenic stuff's going up in price this month. So next time we get that building in,
Well, it's got the little cupola and
could be a little more expensive.
weather vane on it.
You might have to get that one for your farm.
Yeah, price is going up. Well, better get that.
Yeah. We'll see. Probably somebody on TV's going to see it and say, "Oh, I better order that."
All right, we go to pages 74 and 75. And Mission Control Tower for the NASA.
Yeah, it's
stuff.
like an old rehash, repaint, but yeah. The NASA's kind of cool.
And then we have two more MTH buildings. We have the townhouse, and then we have the
flower shop.
Then we have the Christmassy barn on pages 75.
Yeah, it's the barn. This one's really cool. It's Santa's reindeer. It's got the Christmas lights going all the way around the edges, and I think it has to be a great addition to a Christmas layout.
Oh yeah.
It's got the reindeer names underneath all the windows.
And then for you guys that have your fire trucks, we got a burning building. Some place to take all them fire trucks.
I heard that's got like a huge smoke unit in it.
I know one of the MTH buildings I have from earlier has a big smoke unit in it. Christ, it takes a whole bottle of the JT Mega Smoke to fill it. All right, and we go to pages 76 and 77.
Got the MTH fire trucks.
Yep, and the new billboards from Lionel.
Amtrak.
And it's neat to see what they do in the billboards, because they're always different. When I was a kid, we used to collect the old ones. I haven't really collected a bunch of these new ones. They're the same.
I got a bunch of Amtrakers.
They're same holders and that, but
they're not like on the other page. You got the space billboards.
Yeah, blast off.
Some of them are pretty funny.
The bridge, that's the same bridge they've been making for years, which is a nice bridge with the light on the top, which flashes.
So what's different about it?
Hey, why does it say new?
Yeah, what's new about it?
I don't see anything new about it. It looks
compatible with Fast Track.
That might be what's new about it.
But I thought the old one was.
Yeah, so did I.
I don't know.
Doesn't look any different.
New part number, bump the price up.
And then we got the American Flyer towards the end of the book.
For all you Flyer fans.
I'm disappointed last year's book. They had the Blue Mountain and Reading, but then that got canceled. I really thought that was going to be
a good seller.
A good seller. Yeah, I actually had a couple of pre-orders for that, but I'm not sure what the reasoning was. Yeah, Flyer. So they got two sets here: the Texas and Pacific freight set, and they got a Clinchfield coal.
I like the Clinchfield set.
Yeah.
That goes along with Pensy and so forth for you Pensy guys, because Pensy pulled a lot of Clinchfield cars.
Some Jeep 7s.
On pages 84 and 85.
I like the Lehigh Valley one. There you go.
You got some Burlington Northern, Chessie System, Lehigh Valley, and the Wabash.
Yeah.
Well, next page, what's that? 85.
2 bay hoppers.
Yep. 2 different row numbers, looks like they're putting out.
Yep.
Anderson. I don't know what the heck Anderson is. Chassis System, Baltimore and Ohio. The
Reading.
And Southern Pacific.
I like the fact they got the barcodes on these cars.
Yeah, some of them.
And they don't do that too much in the O gauge, which kind of at times I don't like it because I have added them on myself.
It all depends what era, because I don't think they lasted a real long time.
No, they were a short time, but still, a lot of the cars had them.
Because I mean, even when I go to starting to detail and looking at detail, some of the Reading engines have them.
Yep.
For a small period, they have a little board there on the handrail, and then
they went without them.
Yep.
Over here we got some boxcars, Central of Georgia, Conrail, Norfolk Western, Norfolk Southern, and Western Pacific. And then
2 road numbers?
Yep, 2 road numbers each, which I like that they do that.
Then we got the 3-dome tank cars. And they're really nice.
Fracking oil. Yeah, fracking oil.
Fracking oil, okay. We got Penn Central, the SH and PX, and then we got United States Army. So we go to pages 88 and 89. And some of you might remember these dump cars from back in the day. It looks like a remake of an old car.
It's interesting that they put they're putting the printing
right on the flat.
On the flat where the logs would be.
Yeah, that's a pressed metal.
But that's interesting. That's the first time I remember seeing printing on like that.
Yeah.
So the logs cover it.
That's a remake of an old car they did years ago.
Oh, they've been making them for years. And they got a U.S. Patriot soundbox car. Ooh.
Oh.
Land of the free, home of the brave. Plays patriotic music in motion or stopped.
I wonder how many of them will sell.
I don't know,
but get a couple.
You like sound.
Oh yeah.
Hobo and Bull boxcar.
Yeah, that's another remake of an old car, and it's nice to see them running them again. And then we go to pages 90 and 91.
So what's the Bull? What do you mean by it? Is that they're just a bad guy? They call him the Bull, or the cop?
Cop.
I guess the cop would be the Bull. You have the hobo.
Yeah, okay.
Or the railroad cop, or whoever.
I don't think I ever heard of a cop being called a bull before.
Maybe that was a railroad term.
Maybe. Maybe it was, yeah.
All right, let's go to pages 90 and 91. And we got the T-Rex oil collection.
I like the T-Rex stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They've done a couple different things the last couple of years, so they're kind of expanding upon it.
They got the nice truck, unloading truck, which I think is cool. And that's like take back from the 50s as well. Then we got this T-Rex single dome tank car. I really like the T-Rex on the ends of the tank cars. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yeah, it's a cool logo.
Yeah.
It's unique. And we got a couple cabooses, Santa Fe, Rio Grande, and a U.S. Army caboose to go along with.
And we go to pages 92 and 93.
Yeah, they just kind of mention about the Lionel stuff. The HO stuff.
Yep.
They have that. They don't have that as a printed catalog. That's just an online catalog.
Yeah, nice Christmas set for HO.
Yeah.
And some extra cars.
We're working on expanding the HO stuff.
Well, that's pretty much the catalog as we've gone through. Gives our take of the catalog.
See on the towards the back, one of the later pages, they do have the picture of the annual, this year's the 7th annual National Lionel Train Day. So they got the box car for that.
Oh, that's cool. That's when they
year's,
roll out the red carpet.
Yeah, this year's box car.
Here.
Done with your catalog?
Yeah, I'm done with your catalog.
Take it home and study it.
I don't think I need to.
There'll be a quiz later.
I don't think I need to.
All right, let's finish up here. One thing I know you had something you wanted to share, something interesting.
Yeah, we had this added to the collection. It was donated to us. It's a Carlisle and Finch. I think this is the oldest piece in the collection now. Early 1900s, when me and Bill were looking for information, they were started in 1897 to 1907. They ran both a 2-rail version and a 3-rail version. This happens to be a 2-rail version with the wood floors, and we're still hunting some information. We wanted to get pictures of it, let you guys see it. If any of you know any more information on this, we'd like to learn a little more. It's something new to us, and I mean, we hunted some history down, but we don't have all of it.
It's old.
It's old.
Older than me.
You know, for being over 110 years or so, I thought it was quite interesting.
What you guys figure out? Somewhere right late 1800s, 1890s, and early
1900. But it'd be nice if any of our customers have any information or
man, I wonder the
could
stories
share anything
I wonder
with
the
us.
stories that train car could tell.
Somebody played with it well as a kid. So, I mean, it had a lot of dings and dents. We took a little of them, we tweaked them out. But original, as far as we can see. The motor's missing. But it had a little DC motor in it. That's all I do know from it. But
All right.
pretty cool piece.
To wrap things up, I guess we talked briefly about the Bill Needs a Church contest we did.
Yep.
Yeah. So we had, I'll share a few of the entries, whatever. But after much deliberation, there's a couple that are really good. I think we decided to go with our friend Anthony with his church. That was his church that he'd done.
Put a lot of detail into it.
Yeah, he did. You know, this is basically the idea was to build a church using a basic Plasticville cathedral church, and you could do whatever you wanted to it. The idea was to
You get the right parts in the right place first.
Yeah. Here, you build it. So we had some people submit some pictures, what you have. This was Anthony's. He did. He did paint the whole thing, paint the stone. He added a few extra details. It's kind of interesting. He's got a couple gargoyles going on here. He did add a couple of details underneath. A couple gear, put a wood floor in there. A couple gears going to the bell, which I thought there were some nice touches to do with it. So we had a few other people. This one here. This one was built by Tyler. This looks pretty good. He had kind of like a texture.
Yeah, I thought that was
it.
pretty nice.
He had a kind of texture paint finish to the stone of the church. So kind of giving it a nice look to it. Another one we have Barry. He painted some of the trim around the windows. He
also did a few other things too. He did lighting in here.
He did lighting. He did put some of the Woodland Scenics, a couple of the Woodland Scenics lights. He put the warm light up in the bell tower, which gave it a nice warm look to it. And then the inside, I think he used the cool lights for inside, which really helped show off the stained glass windows.
Ta-da!
That was the fastest building you ever built.
Probably. We get the roof to stay on.
That was probably the number runner up.
Yeah, let's see. This one.
That one looks pretty good.
Uh-oh.
I'll get it.
Don't forget the cross.
Hey man, I'm not the one going to be in trouble with the man upstairs.
Oh.
And this one, one of our local fellows, Dwayne, he built this one.
There you go, bull in the china shop.
Yeah, he painted the stonework.
Yeah, I like the graveyard off the side.
Put a graveyard outside, did the trim work in
We
red.
got some people in front there.
Yeah, he's got a couple figures in the front.
I like the two-tone gray.
That looks really good.
Yep.
The red turn. He's got some nice fresh bananas there on his table. That's good. Staying healthy. But, yeah, this is Anthony's church. So we'll be buying it off Anthony for, how much did I say? $20?
I don't know. I think a little bit more than that there, Bubba.
I think it was like $150.
Yep,
or something.
$150.
$150 gift certificate for the store here. So.
Yep.
So congratulations and thanks for everybody who submitted some
Church.
pictures in church.
Yep.
I think it was a good project. One of them was an HO church. I think it was
that's cool.
Barry's. I think Barry's was an HO church.
Hey, it didn't matter what size of scale it was.
No. So we'll make a spot on the layout for this.
That's cool.
Are you gonna put somebody in there getting hung, having a little marriage there, or are you having a funeral?
Yeah, maybe one of those figures that.
All I know is I'm losing something on the layout's coming off. Okay.
Something will come off the layout. Other than that, do we have anything
think
else to add or share?
No, I think we had a long.
Are we going to make it next week or not?
I'm good for next week. I don't know about you guys.
I don't want to call out. What do I do Friday night? I work here.
All right.
I'm good if you don't have nothing.
Yeah, so hopefully if all goes right, we'll see you next week. Need the whistle.
Need to whistle.
Oh, it's up here somewhere.
Yeah, you got it.
This is a little long show tonight.
Yeah, so, all right.
Yeah, this was a long show. Give
All
it a
right.
yank. See you guys.
Good
Yeah,
night.
have a good week.